You got something.
I got you. Turn the beat on. Just turn the beat on.
All right. You ready?
George Washington, yeah, yeah. John Adams, yeah, yeah. Thomas Jefferson, yeah, yeah. James Madison, yeah, yeah. 36, let it be Jesse. Then it is Dixie. Jail Bar. Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan. George W. Bush and Bill Clinton. Then Bush's son. Then Barack Obama.
What's up, world? It's Bobby Penn checking in here with the iNk podcast with the one and only internet sensation, comedian, musician. This multi-talented cat goes by the name of Reggie Couz. How are you?
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up? How you doing, Bobby?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to have you on Technically, which is my first ever podcast as the iNk. So you're my first guest. Thank you.
What? I'm the first?
The first.
That's crazy. I'm honored. I am honored. I am the first to start the train.
There it is. Thank you for believing in me. The same way I believe in you.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
All right, let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I noticed is that you have 1.3 million followers on Instagram, but that's nothing compared to your 3 million followers on Vine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I know how hard it is to amass a following.
Oh, yes, definitely. This did not happen overnight. This is definitely blood, sweat, and tears all the way. Like staying up at night, 2 o'clock in the morning to get 6 seconds videos. Yes, it was that serious back then. So yeah, definitely Vine is like my biggest platform, of course, and like Instagram is on the come up. So yes, indeed.
Nice. So you got to tell me, how did you get your start? What made you decide to pick up your cell phone and say, "Hey, I could do this," and I'm pretty damn good at it?
Pretty much school. I was going to school at the University of the Arts in Philadelphia, which my freshman year, and then I couldn't go to the school anymore because of the money situation. Boo! Tuition was kicking my ass. So I had to go to school in-state. I'm from Jersey, by the way, if you guys didn't know. Shout out to Jersey. And then I went to Keene University for 1 semester, I believe. Yes, 1 semester. And I told my mom basically like, yeah, I don't want to really do the school thing. And at the time I had like maybe 300K followers at the time. So I was like, yeah, Mom, listen, school is not really for me. And I really just kind of want to do this Vine thing that's going down. And she was like, how the hell are you going to make money? And I'm like, listen, I've seen it done before. Trust me, I'm going to get it done. So she was like, all right, cool. I'll let you do this. But if nothing happens the next year, then you're going back to school. Fair enough. I'll accept that. And then ever since, I was with Awesomeness TV. They kind of flew me out here in LA. Now I'm kind of living my dream and making videos and things like that. And then, yeah, the rest is kind of like history, really.
To be funny in 5 to 6 seconds is absolutely not easy to do. In order to do character development and make sure that people understand where the joke is coming from and be able to relate to it. So what is the art or the science even behind making viral social media videos?
Yeah. If I can give anything, is be authentic. For me, it really was a matter of what is not done now. Like at the time, it was just a lot of people doing funny scenarios and doing little rants, vlog rants or whatever. And I didn't want to kind of do that. I actually did do that in the beginning, but what worked for me was characters. I think that was kind of lacking in the realm of what was going on in the social media world. So I was like, okay, let me do this character and do, my dad character, or do Mr. Johnson, or do, something that was kind of lacking, kind of like be the Eddie Murphy of our generation almost. Because, at the time there was lots of characters. Martin Lawrence were doing characters, like I said, like Martin Lawrence is like literally like my favorite show. Like anybody knows me, Martin is like hands down one of my favorite shows. So definitely being authentic and like whatever works for you. What are you good at? If you're good at singing or if you're good at drawing or whatever, kind of incorporate it into something that is distinctively you. You know, if you want to post, cool content or whatever, just make it like if anybody was to look at your videos, what would make them follow you and, want to turn heads and see what you're up to. So if I can give out any advice, to just be authentic as possible.
I love it. Authenticity is the word of the
Absolutely.
day. I had the opportunity to interview Monica not too long ago, and that was her secret sauce when I asked her what it is. So you are well on your way.
Authenticity is really key. And I love Monica. I love her music. She's definitely one of those, I'm an old head. So all those So Gone, man, my mom will play the hell out of those records. So yes, love Monica.
Nice. All right, so speaking of music and records, you have a musical background, and we get to see that in quite a few of your characters, from the choir director to the spoofs that you do on music. So what is it about music? How did you get into it, and why is it important for you to incorporate that in your comedy?
Music has always been my first love. I went to school for music. I studied classical music in Italian, German, French, Spanish. So, yes, I was heavily into music. So music will always be my first love. And, comedy was just kind of that thing where it was like, wow, I really enjoy doing this as well. So, and like I said, at the time, I was doing a lot of comedy and wasn't incorporating my music side. And I was like, I don't want to neglect it. So I would kind of found a way to kind of put the Mr. Johnson of the world or the Holy Tony of the world, so people could understand that, yes, I do music as well, and I do the comedy. So it was kind of like a blend of everything. So I'm really, really glad that I found a way to kind of do that with most of my characters, because I don't want to neglect my music because I love it so much. Especially for, I kind of produce music kind of just for fun. Like I just really, really love music. So definitely, if you guys didn't know that, I'm really, really heavily into music.
Got it. So tell me a little bit about your character development. Why don't you just kind of let everybody know who they are and a little background on them and how you came up with them, who the influence is? Because I would assume it's probably based on real people, right?
Like, okay, cool. Let me figure out something. And I think the first video ever was when Parents Are Always on 100, and basically like he's storming into a room and he's like, why are you still on the phone? And I'm like, what is the problem? And then he goes, shut your ass up, which is like the favorite phrase that everybody's have been doing ever since I started the character. So definitely that character is one of my top characters. What else? Mr. Johnson, of course, down in the DM video. Everybody was like, oh, snap, that's so crazy. Like, he's really in the video. I've been doing that for, maybe about, might be 2 years. He does basically any song remixes. Well, I remix them. It takes me a long time to do those, but really, really, really one of my favorite characters. What else? Pastor Riley. He's a up and coming. He preaches the word. He's always on the hustle, always trying to get some money out of folks, but at the same time, he still does his thing with, being a reverend and things like that. What else are my characters? Man, I have so many. Oh, the audition guy. I haven't done one in a while. He does the do too much on the auditions. We all know that one guy. Yeah. Just like, okay, dude, like just do your job. Yeah, he's another one. Who else? Haven't done Dirty Mercy in a while, like a really, really long time, but I got to get back to him somehow. He's an underground rapper. He does, songs here and there, and he says crazy-ass lines, and his voice is so deep to the point where it's like you can't really understand him, but, we all know those guys. What else? I have so many characters I can't even think right now. Oh, Holy Tony. How can I forget Holy Tony? He's well, they call him the educational rapper, but, he does the Know Your Presidents. He's done Know Your States, and he's kind of blew up overnight. Now that I think about it, I think he has like 1 million, 1 million on the Know Your States, and then like 2 million on Know Your Presidents, which was like really, really huge. And I think on Facebook it's like 11 million as well. So he's out here, like literally the first 2 songs he's already has a hit. So those are probably like my top characters for right now. Of course, I'm always coming up with stuff, so stay tuned, y'all.
Nice. You heard him, everybody. Keep it locked. So, man, so most notably, we got to see you in a Burger King commercial. Please tell me how that opportunity came about.
Well, yeah, I did a what do you call those things? Like a brand deal almost. They reached out to me and said, yeah, we really want you to promote your, on your Instagram of these new chicken fries. And I did like 2 photos and I think a video, I believe, which was really, really a really cool experience for the most part. But yeah, other than that, shout out to Burger King. I definitely had a little piece of them chicken fries. They were delicious. I think they're still selling them actually. But yeah, that's really how that kind of came about.
Okay. What can we expect from you next? I'm waiting for your first featured role in a motion picture or walk onto a sitcom or anything. So please say that something like that is in the works.
Absolutely. I'm actually working on a pilot as we speak, y'all. So the time is almost there. We almost here. I'm also doing a college tour in the next, actually this spring that's coming up. So stay tuned to that. And yeah, for the most part, definitely having a pilot coming together and be on the lookout.
I can't wait. So I definitely was going to ask about that college tour. I know you just did Clark Atlanta. Where can we see you next? Where can people keep up with you?
Well, I heard, it's just a little, I'm going to be dropping like each school, like I think every Friday, I believe. So it's going to be 17 schools. So like I said on my last Instagram post, which is at Reggie Couz, Couz, I'm going to be dropping each school that's going to be that I'm going to be coming to in the next, like I think every Friday, I believe. I have to shout out my publicist. But yeah, for the most part, I'm going to be doing that in next spring, and each school will be announced, like I said, every Friday. So stay tuned to that. And name your college in my on my Instagram to, see if I can get there to y'all. I want to get to everybody. But for the most part, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and stay tuned.
Absolutely. Do you have any Texas dates coming up or St. Louis dates or DC for that matter?
Yeah, I have to.
My pen pals are everywhere, so I'm trying to make sure I put them on. Where can they find Reggie Couz, man? Come on. We got to make sure we're planted out there. So he already told y'all to drop your school, but can we expect any, like I said, DMV, St. Louis, Dallas stops?
Absolutely. Morgan State, y'all on my list.
Hey, now.
Morgan State, y'all on my list.
Them Bears.
Definitely going to be over there.
All right, perfect. You already kind of plugged your social media, but tell everybody where they can keep up with you.
Sure. It's going to be very, very simple, y'all. Very simple. Facebook at Reggie Couz. Instagram at Reggie Couz. Twitter at Reggie Couz. Snapchat on Reggie Couz. Everything Reggie Couz, so there's no excuse not to find me.
There you go. Brand consistency, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I got to ask before I let you go. One fact that people don't know about you, but they should.
I am I'm a loner, like a real loner. Like sometimes like I channel myself out from the world and like kind of do my own thing. So if you didn't know that, I'm definitely like always by myself. I enjoy being by myself. So I know that's kind of weird, but most creative people are like that. So if anything, that's definitely a fact about me.
Well, I bet you're not alone very much because you got all those characters in your head. So.
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
You and your posse, party of one. I feel you.
Right. That's so funny.
All right, Reggie, is there anything that we haven't gone over that you want your fans, my pen pals, to know?
I just want to say for all the creators out there, I appreciate y'all. It's really tough out here as far as us getting on the big screen and things like that. But definitely keep working. Things are definitely going to turn around. And for people that are aspiring and want to do it, please do your thing. The biggest thing is getting it off the ground. So go ahead, do what you got to do. If you got to take out some time to do your videos or whatever while you're going to school, whatever, do it, man, because it's only that one video that could really get you out there.
I appreciate your optimism. Actually, you made me think of another question I wanted to ask. So collaboration with other digital content creators, how important is that? Because I know I saw you do something with Carlton Knott Banks and Lala Scissorhands. So, like, first off, how do those collaborations come about, and how important do you think that is to the success of a social media star?
Absolutely, yes. Collabing is definitely important. I know I don't collab as much on my videos, but I'm definitely going to be collabing on my next pilot that I'm planning on putting together. So keep out on the lookout. But collabing with creators is definitely very, very important as far as, you guys could share your following together and it can kind of swap or whatever and do videos and things like that. And definitely you want to keep it fresh as far as bringing in, what they have, their ideas and your ideas, and you bring them together and it's just one really, really good collab video. So if I have to give an advice, please collab. I mean, I know I don't do it as often because I have like this mentality where I'm still back in Jersey, so I didn't really have anybody to collab with. But if you have the chance to, definitely do that. Even if it's the smallest number, 10K followers or 5K followers, anything helps.
No doubt about it. Everybody, internet sensation, comedian, musician, multi-talented, Reggie Couz, right here on the iNk podcast. Thank you so much for your time, Reggie.
No problem, Bobby.
Take care.